We're going to start this marker trip by going in order, starting with Nevada State Historical Marker number 1 and ending with number 272, in hopes to show the mileage that would occur during the process of visiting all the markers in sequence. So let's begin here in Carson City along US 50 at Nevada State Historical Marker number 1, Empire and the Carson River Mills. When the Comstock lode was discovered in 1859, the problem of reducing the ore from the fabulously rich Virginia City mines had to be solved. Mills were built in Gold Canyon and 6 Mile Canyon in Washoe Valley at Dayton and on the Carson River, which offered the most abundant source of water for generating power to operate the mills. On the east shore of the river near the town of Empire was the first small mill. Built in 1860, was later enlarged to become the Mexican. The site of the mill lies to the southwest. Other large mills were constructed further downstream, spurring the growth of the town of Empire. Ore was hauled to the mills at first by wagon and later by the famous Virginia and Truckee Railroad, built in 1869. Fortunes in gold and silver were produced in over 40 years of operation by the Carson River Mills, including the Mexican, Yellow Jacket, Brunswick, Vivian, Merrimack, Santiago. Traces of Empire and its mills can still be seen today. Nevada State Historical Marker number 1. Okay, now let's take a drive approximately 179 miles northwest to the town of Winnemucca. Here, we will see Nevada State Historical Marker number 2, Pioneer Memorial Park. Pioneer Memorial Park. This spot was part of the Pioneer Cemetery where rest Frank Baud and other of the pioneers who founded Winnemucca, earlier known as French Ford. Baud arrived in 1863 and is one of the men credited with naming the town Winnemucca after the famous Paiute chieftain. Baud came with Lewis Lay from California to work on the Humboldt Canal, a project headed by Dr. A. Gintz and Joseph Ganaka, who devised the plan to link Golconda and Mill City by means of a 90-mile canal and provide water for the mills in the area. It was never completed. Baud later became a merchant, helped build the Winnemucca Hotel with Lewis, and the Philly Lay was the first postmaster and gave the town a schoolhouse before his death in 1868. Nevada State Historical Marker number 2. Now, continuing eastward from Winnemucca, along Interstate 80, we will drive 115 miles to exit 292. Here, we will see Nevada State Historical Marker number 3, west end of Hastings Cutoff. West end of Hastings Cutoff. Across the Humboldt Valley, southward from this point, a deeply incised canyon is seen opening into the valley. Through the canyon, along the South Fork of the Humboldt, ran the disaster-laden route called the Hastings Cutoff. It joined the regular Fort Hall route running on both sides of the Humboldt here. The canyon was first traversed in 1841 by the Bartleson Bidwell Party, the earliest organized California immigrant group. In 1846, Lansford Hastings guided a party through this defile of the South Fork and out along the Humboldt. The ill-fated Reed Donner Party followed later the same year. By 1850, the dangers of the cutoff route were recognized and it was abandoned. Nevada State Historical Marker number 3. Now we will turn around and head west to Reno. More specific, South Virginia Street in front of the Atlantis Casino. Here we will find Nevada State Historical Marker number 4, Junction House. Junction House, first settlement. Here was located one of the busiest crossroads of Pioneer, Nevada, converging point for many major toll roads of the area. The earliest immigrants from the east crossed through Truckee Meadows at this point, and by 1853, the intersection was known as Junction House. First permanent settlement in this valley and a stopping place for thousands. Junction House, later called Anderson's, was a station for such toll roads of the 1860s as a turnpike to Washoe City, the Myron Lake Road to Oregon, the Geiger Roads to Virginia City, and the important Henness Pass route to California. Governor Sparks bought the property in the late 1890s, and more recently it belonged to cattleman William Moffett. Nevada State Historical Marker number 4. Next, we will have to drive to the town of Pioche in Lincoln County, about a 430-mile drive from Reno. Here, along State Route 321, we will find Nevada State Historical Marker number 5, Pioche. Pioche. Silver ore was discovered in this range of mountains in 1864, but no important development took place until 1869 when mines were opened and the town of Pioche appeared. Pioche soon became the scene of a wild rush of prospectors and fortune seekers and gained a reputation in the 1870s for tough gunmen and bitter lawsuits. Over $5 million in ore was taken out by 1872, and by 1900 Pioche was nearly a ghost town. Designated as the seat of Lincoln County in 1871, Pioche survived hard times as a supply and government center for a vast area. In later years, notably during World War II, profitable lead-zinc deposits were developed. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 5.